then when that bends, what happens is that one side lets go like this, and then this side has to actually fold on itself. So that part of the torso actually folds on itself. So then what it tells you is all this complex information, all this complex anatomical information suddenly is organized very simply, because what will happen is that all of this anatomical information will feed into that bend. Okay, so now we've taken the biggest form in the body and simplified it in terms of all the anatomy. So that what you're seeing then, now you know that the nipples have to angle in. You know that the pubis symphysis then is going to be so the pubic hair, that's going to angle up there also. So that's what I'm looking for. Plus what's happening is a twist in the body. So I'll address that. Okay, so basically, see, and this superficially could look like it does that. But if you do that and you make a form like that, then what you've made is like a piece of paper or a leaf floating down. It's something that has no form. So that's why if a superficial glance would make it look like that, but that's actually a concavity. Can you guys see that? But that makes a concavity. What has to happen is form folding on form. And quite often what you'll get is like little creases there. So again, it takes something very, very complex and sees it very simply, and that's the idea behind a gesture, is that you're stripping it down to its absolute minimum amount of information that would tell the viewer what's happening. And when you can go to the absolute minimum, then you're going to be able to take it into longer drawings. So you have this whole torso like that, and then you have the center line. Okay, well, let's see, let's get his. Whenever the arm raises up, so wherever you have like an arm raised up, what will happen is that the nipple goes from being like the one on our left, like that, and it goes to this because it's being stretched up. So in one simple little indication, you can actually show that the arm is raised, which gives it a feeling of action. So just by making that nipple that way, this nipple this way, and again, what I'm trying to do is something, very, very simple and fast. Obviously I'm talking about it, so it's taking longer. But if I was doing it in 2 minutes, you'd be trying to just capture the absolute essence of it. So the first thing is really dealing with that torso. See, and then you can do all the ins and outs, so that then when you have more time, you can get a little more specific about it. And make some corrections, where you have something not where it's supposed to be. The foot is a basic wedge. And the one thing too that we know is that even when you just have a line there, we know that we have 2 legs, we know we have 2 arms. If you worry too much about some things, it takes away from all the time and energy you have for the other things that are important. So if I just kept that like that for a gesture, we would know it was a leg.